I'm back! Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with Jamie, the makeup nurse. Today is Sunny Saturday. It's also Relaxation Day, Leathercraft Day, International Homeless Animals Day, and Lemon Meringue Pie Day. So today we're celebrating relaxation, creativity, and sweet citrus inspiration. National Relaxation Day reminds us to slow down. Leathercraft Day celebrates skilled craftsmanship. And Lemon Meringue Pie Day brings a bright burst of lemony goodness. So that's one of the scents we're going to focus on for today. Let's surround ourselves with uplifting scents and enjoy a little self-care. And if you want to join the Pajama Club, hit that subscribe button, sit back, get comfy, and let's get started. First, the riddle of the day. I'm bright and yellow, often baked into a pie. My scent is fresh and cheerful, and I make many people pucker when they take a bite. What am I? Comment down below. And we're going to first start with this Lemon Balm and Thyme Nourishing Lip Scrub from Seraphine Botanicals, because we're focusing on lemon meringue pie scents, like lemon, vanilla, maybe some graham cracker crust stuff. All right, then we're going to use the Thayer's Blemish Clearing Toner Witch Hazel Aloe Vera formula with 2% salicylic acid and lemon scented. This toner smells so good. And I did use the Ole Henriksen Lemonade Smoothing Scrub to cleanse my face today. Then we're going to use the Vintage Moisturizing Lip Licking Lip Balm in Lemon. Then we're going to have a little coconut in a lemon meringue pie. Just one of the pies, because I don't like coconut. The other one's going to. And this is the I Heart Revolution Coconut Brow Oil. Smells like coconut. So this is the Honeydew Strawberry Shortcake Palette. And it says it's vanilla scented, but it also has, it's named Lemon Meringue. So that's why I chose this one versus another lemon palette. Because I had my lemonade palette, so I was going between the two. All right, so we're going to start with, let's do creamsicle. Yes, I think I do smell the vanilla. Not sure what I want to wear, like what color. Me and Ken are going out and doing stuff today, so not sure exactly what yet. So I am going out, so I want to make sure I don't look too crazy. But for lemon meringue, I guess we should do more of a yellow. So we're going to do the banana split. I wish they had like a lemon meringue shade name, but they don't. I looked. Or even a lemon name on here. So then I could just use that. There's a lot of kickback in this pan when you use these shades. Okay, now we're going to use sweet citrus. I haven't used hardly any of the pastel shades on this palette, but today is lemon. So next time I use it, maybe it'll be a different day where I can use one of the pastels. But I wanted to stay with more of a yellow because of Lemon Meringue Pie Day. I know I'm just weird that way. Okay, and then we're going to go in with this Sunny Smoothie because we got to stick to the yellow, right? Actually, no, that's fine. We can do. I think yesterday I was struggling with the matte shade blending like I do like this because I did use the glue at this spot, and so that's why I think it was like a harsh line. So I was like really looking at that, and I'm like, why can't I blend it? Well, I think it's, and it was like just one harsh line right there, and I think that was why, because I put the glue on for this shade and it went over because I always put a little bit more, and I usually don't struggle with it as much. Okay, we're going to use the NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmallow Primer. So we're going to have a little bit of a marshmallow in our lemon meringue pie. Because marshmallow can make anything taste good. And I'm not a baker, so I don't know like what all the ingredients are. But anyway. Okay, a little bit more coconut. And we're going to use the I Heart Revolution Heartbreakers Concealer with the coconut extract and vitamin C, EA, B3, and B5. Smells good. And I have these blemishes right here. And I did use a light foundation because even though I want more coverage, Florida it's going to be like 110 degrees today with the index. And so we got to figure out what we're going to do because we have my doggy. And he's got, he's part husky, so he's got all that fur. And so he won't be able to stay out very long. Especially outdoors. Okay, now we're going to use the Dips bronzer and blush in the shade Vanilla because, we got to have a little vanilla in our... I think vanilla goes in every, bake thing. You tell me if you're a baker. But it just seems like a few times I've tried to bake and had to get Google ingredients, it seems like vanilla is like in everything, the vanilla extract. But I do like vanilla. A lot better than coconut. I didn't have like a yellow, so I used like kind of like this green color for this. And then for this, I was not going to go with black. I had this gold color from Okalon, and it just, like, you couldn't even see it. It was like almost the same shade as this, so you couldn't even see it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just go over with the black. Okay, and then I'm going to use the blush side, like I said. It smells so good. And I don't know if it doesn't really give a name. Yeah, so it's just the blush side. And then we're going to use the vanilla Dibs scented, and this is High Road Highlight. Okay, we're going to use the marshmallow scented brush from Crickle Daisy with the, oh, I already put some in. This is the I Heart Revolution coconut scented powder. See, when I do this, I actually smell something in the brush. That's about the only time I smell it. Okay, then I'm going to use, we got to have some coffee with our lemon meringue pie. This is the Essence Coffee scented brush. But I don't smell the coffee anymore. Okay, then we need a little graham cracker crust, because that's the crust I like, even though, like, I don't know, you probably for lemon meringue, people use that other type of crust, but I don't like that crust. So I'm going in with graham crackers. Winky Lux S'mores palette, and I'm going to use the chocolate side bronzer. Yeah, it's supposed to smell like graham crackers. I don't smell it though. Don't worry, I will get it blended. And my quality director, she came back from FMLA, and she volunteered to take call for me this weekend so I could spend my last weekend with my hubby. But I feel bad because she's still not feeling too well. But she's a sweetheart, and she's volunteering to take call, which I like very rarely get a call. The only bad thing is like you got to make sure that you answer the phone, and you got to have your phone on you. And if we end up going somewhere, it's nice to be able to put my phone down. Another vanilla scented, and dibs on the Duet Baked Blush Duo in the shade Pop Star. It smells so good. Pretty. Okay, for highlight, I was going between the marshmallow and graham cracker, but you know what? We need more graham cracker shade because that's what we've already had enough marshmallow. So we're going to use this shade. So we said we need graham cracker, and we went with chocolate in this palette. Much better. Okay, let's try going in with the banana split shade. See how this works. Okay. And let's blend it. Yeah, I don't know why the palette name is Lemon Meringue, but it doesn't have like as much lemon. It doesn't have like a lemon meringue or a pie or anything on for shade names, but whatever. I started using just a basic mascara, and I forgot that at least ChatGPT said the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara has a little bit of a vanilla scent, so we're gonna go over with that. And it does have something, but I don't know. I don't know if ChatGPT is wrong on that. Because if you go on like and try to buy it, it doesn't say anything about it being scented. So we're just gonna go over with this anyway. It's like, oh wait, start using it, and because all my other scented ones are like fruit or floral. So I was just gonna do basic. Then I forgot about this. And now I just kind of messed it up. Okay, since this doesn't have a good highlight shade, I'm going to use the marshmallow in this for a highlight. Okay, and let's kind of blend. the lines. Okay, for lemon scented, we're going to use the lemon, Girl Scout lemon from Hip Dot. I don't smell nothing though. But it's supposed to smell like this lemon cookies from the Girl Scout. Okay, now we're going to use the NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmallow Setting Spray. I love this stuff. I gotta get more stuff. And I keep saying that and I keep looking, but I just don't want to buy it. You know, my student loans are really, ugh. Anyway, Milani Fruit Fetish Strawberry Lemonade Lip Balm. We're gonna just kind of make that a little more glossy. All right, this is the look. And before we go, this day in history. On April 15th, 1947, Indian independence. India officially gained independence from British colonial rule after a decade-long nonviolent resistance movement establishing the world's largest democracy. 1914, Panama Canal opens. The cargo ship SS Ancon made the first official transit through the engineering marvel, permanently linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and reshaping global trade routes. 1945, Emperor Hirohito's radio broadcast. There's no S in there. The Japanese emperor broadcast the imperial rescript on surrender to the public, making the formal end of combat operations in World War II. 1969, Woodstock begins. The historic Woodstock Music and Art Fair opened on a dairy farm in Bethel, New York, drawing over 400,000 people and defining the counterculture generation. 1971, the Nixon shock. U.S. President Richard Nixon announced that the U.S. would unilaterally suspend the convertibility of the U.S. dollar into gold, effectively ending the Bretton Woods international monetary system. In 1939, The Wizard of Oz premieres. Metro Goldwyn Mayer's classical musical fantasy film starring Judy Garland held its grand Hollywood premiere, becoming one of the most viewed movies in cinema history. 1965, the Beatles at Shea Stadium. The legendary rock band performed in front of a record-breaking crowd of over 55,000 screaming fans in New York, launching the modern era of stadium rock concerts. In 1998, Apple introduces the iMac. The tech giant released the revolutionary translucent, candy-colored desktop computer, revitalizing the company and standardizing the use of USB ports. Some birthdays. Napoleon Bonaparte in 1769, brilliant military commander and political leader who rose to prominence during the French Revolution and crowned himself Emperor of the French. I've named a couple people in my career as I'm going Napoleon because, you know, he had little man syndrome. Julia Child in 1912, beloved American chef, author, and television personality, who introduced classic French cuisine to the American public through her cooking shows. Ben Affleck in 1972, an Academy Award-winning American actor, director, and screenwriter, celebrated for Good Will Hunting, Argo, and portraying Batman. Jennifer Lawrence in 1990, Oscar-winning American actress who achieved global superstardom anchoring the blockbuster The Hunger Games film franchise. And Princess Anne in 1950, the Princess Royal and second child of Queen Elizabeth II, known for her extensive charitable work and career as an Olympic equestrian. Some unfortunate deaths. Will Rogers and Wiley Post in 1935, the beloved American humorist and the pioneering aviator, tragically died together when their private aircraft crashed shortly after takeoff near Barrow, Alaska. Panama Al Brown in 1951, trailblazing boxer who made history as the world's first Hispanic world champion, holding the bantamweight title for over 6 years. Macbeth in 1057, King of Scotland, whose turbulent reign and death at the Battle of Lumphanan inspired William Shakespeare's iconic tragedy. Marian Anderson in never mind, that's wrong. All right, that is it. And this is for Senate Saturday. And the quote for today comes from Alan Cohen. There is a virtue in work, and there is a virtue in rest. Use both and overlook neither. And remember, don't wake up and choose violence, choose kindness, and see you next time. Bye.